Today I'm going to show you something about the Ford Maverick, and I have a problem that these are going to fix for me. These are the sponsor of today's video from a company by the name of Tsubasa lift supports for the Ford Maverick. Let me go ahead and show you my problem. Uh-oh. It's not staying. Can't really access the engine. A lot of work to set that up. A little dusty. So now that I've shown you the problem, I'm gonna go ahead and open this and we're gonna install these lift supports for the Maverick. And apparently there's no drilling required, which is good because if it did require drilling, I wouldn't have done it. Hardware and the mounting brackets. And that's everything in the bubble wrap. So here's our nifty instructions. So we've got hardware on each side, and here's a sample picture of how to install it. Looks like this is on a Ford Ranger. So from the picture they're saying that these two go like that up on top of the hood. These two sit like this in the bottom. Gotta get the socket set. We'll use the trusty dusty Milwaukee. The 13 millimeter fits nice and snug. So they want us to remove, there's two bolts and they want us to remove the top one. Does it make me a little nervous to remove it? Yeah, but that's what it looks like. For the right one, we want the direction to sit just like this. I'm not going to cinch it down yet. I want to test it to make sure it does work. Then for the bottom side, there's 1, 2, 3 bolts, and we're going to remove the middle bolt right here. And it requires a 10 millimeter. That came out just like that. And for the right side, the bracket is going to sit just like this, just flat like that. Okay. Now we're going to install the gas strut just like this. So I realized the strut wasn't long enough, so I guess that's why they have the two different slots on the bracket to adjust where you can put it for your truck. Before I put this top one on, I'll go ahead and tighten it down first. Alright, that's on there pretty tight, and it just kind of slowly hooks onto it. It looks like I'm going to need to push this bracket as far down that way as possible with the adjustment. Now that I'm pretty positive it's going to work, I'll cinch that side down as well. Now it just pops in there. And right now, because it's just one, it'll just hold it at the angle. I'm sure once we get that second one on there, it'll work better. So now we just repeat the same steps for the other side. Let's see how long it takes me for the other side. It's 8:58 right now. The second one is installed and it's 9 o'clock, so that didn't even take 2 minutes. Hopefully by watching this video, you'll know exactly what to do, and this is like a 5-minute install once you get it. So now this is garbage. They did send us this extra hardware, some nuts and bolts and washers. So I'm just gonna hang on to that for other projects. All right, so they're both installed now. Cool. Hey there, this is a few days later. Long story short, I had some issues the first time installing the hood lifts. The problem is the instructions was one sheet of paper with a picture. There weren't very clear instructions on how to install it. So the problem is I installed them too close together in order to get the hood to lift up quite a ways. And the problem is when I shut them, they were too close together and the left one snapped and broke, while the right one turned and bent the mounting hardware. If I go ahead and shut it, you kind of have to help it up to about right there. Uh-oh. It just broke. Huh. Bent the top piece, and the bottom on the right side has swiveled. The left side has swiveled as well. And you can see there's a clean break inside the unit up there, and it snapped the rod off. So the company was kind enough to send me out a new product to try it again. And this time I was extra careful in the way that I installed the brackets, and I'll go ahead and show you exactly what I did. But now they're placed in the direction they should be. I did make one modification that was different from their picture in the instructions that makes it better, because the challenge is you still want the hood to be able to lift up far enough to be able to access everything you need in the engine. Let me go ahead and pop the hood and show you how it works. Ta-da! So you've got two hood lifts on both sides, and it works great now. At this position, it doesn't pop up. You can still pick it up to about right here, and then that's when the hood lifts take over and pop it up. So let's just do that one more time. Remember, you have to pop your hood twice for it to unlatch. And voila. I will point out one thing is with the manual support that's still here, with the hood lifts, the way they're installed, you can't lift up the hood any further and put this in. So because of that, you can tell that the hood is not open as far as it normally would. So that's something to keep in mind. But that being said, like, I mean, I can still check the oil. I mean, I can reach inside of here. You know, I can put the washer fluid in or check the gauges over here. Like, it's open enough that you can still access everything you need to. So let me go ahead and show you exactly how I mounted it, and if you want to buy this product, you can know for sure how to do it. Okay, so let me take you right into the hood to show you exactly how it's mounted. On the right side, we've got the bracket with the top piece going up and over and curling down to provide the support point here. And we've got the original bolt from Ford that just unscrews and screws right back in without a nut on the other side. And then this one is provided from the company of the hood lifts. I used the smaller washer on top and then a larger washer underneath right there with the nut, and that's how tight I got it. So having the 2 points like that helps provide a much stronger connection. And two, you want to be careful because as I was doing this, I dropped this bottom washer down into the bay and it went clear to the bottom, and it took me a good 30 to 45 minutes to figure out how to get it out. Somehow slid out and fell onto the ground. So that's how it's mounted on the bottom side. And then for the strut part, I put the strut on bottom with the exposed pole on top. And then for the top, in the picture, they tell you to mount this bracket upside down. So to have this mounting point down here. But the problem with that is it doesn't lift up the hood high enough. So I swapped them and put it so it mounts up here, and that gets the lift support up higher, which also lifts up the hood higher. So that was the one change I did. And if I show you the left side, it's the exact same as the right side, just reversed for the left side. So anyways, I hope that was helpful, and if you have any questions, let me know down in the comments. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I can now recommend this product because it works, and it is cool to be able to pop the hood without having that support. It's definitely not a need, but it's just a nice little addition, nice little modification you can do to your Maverick. Once again, I want to thank the company for sponsoring this video and being so kind to work with me. And if you want to buy the product, the link is down below in the description, and you can get it on Amazon. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.